Neighbours, everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
You're quite certain the other two will decide to sell, aren't you?
99.9%. They're both businessmen. They know a good deal when they see it.
You're a cool customer, Paul. Never met a man who was willing to go in and bat against his own family before.
Oh, it's not as if I'm acting contrary to their interests, is it?
No, not from a financial point of view.
Mind you, it's not a position I like being in.
Oh, sorry, I was looking for Helen.
She's not here, mate. Shane Ramsay, Peter Smith.
The Peter Smith. The one who's behind the redevelopment of Ramsay Street.
Pleased to meet you, Shane.
Yeah, sorry, I can't say the same thing. Any idea when she'll be back?
No, she didn't say.
Do you know where I can find her? I need to find out about some landscaping work.
No, sorry, she didn't say that either. In fact, she left in a bit of a rush.
You two had a blue.
That's one way of putting it. She's not exactly pleased about the redevelopment of Ramsay Street.
Furious would be a more accurate description, wouldn't it? The Paul Robinson book of how to keep friends and loved ones. Chuck 'em all out in the street.
Oh, now, hang on. Nobody is being chucked out into the street.
Nobody. Only Madge, Lenny for starters, Susan, the baby, Clive, not to mention me.
Shane, it's called progress. It's a fact of life. We're not doing this for the sheer hell of it, you know.
Oh, so now you're a martyr too. You're doing it just for the money, Paul, and we all know it. And you know what? I hope you enjoy every cent of it, because you're going to be so lonely sitting up there in that mansion on your own, mate.
Don't let it get to you, Paul.
You kidding? Look, if they can't face up to one of life's little realities, that's their problem, not mine.
What I've got to do is find as many pictures and stories as I can about the outback.
Oh, I'll help. Let's get on with it.
Yep. If we do move away from here, will you come with us?
I don't think so, Lucy. But we will keep in touch, won't we?
Yes, but letters and phone calls aren't the same thing as having someone there with you all the time.
Better than nothing, though.
If you and Dad were to get married, I could have you here all the time. Why don't you get married too?
Oh, well, for one thing, a lady waits until she's asked. And for another, we're not in love. Now, this isn't getting the project done.
If you aren't going to come with us, will you still come and see me at my end-of-year play? They picked the actors today and I'm in it.
Really? Oh, of course I'll come. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Great.
How's everything going out here?
Fine.
Great. And Ruth's coming to see me at my end-of-year play to watch me acting.
Oh, that's terrific. You'll just have to make sure you learn your lines, won't you?
And I came top in my art assignment today because she helped me.
Oh, great.
I'll get it.
Oh, thanks, Sue. I do appreciate the time you're spending with her.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You have a delightful daughter, Jim.
Can I leave you both to it? I've got some work to do at the office. I'll be back in time for dinner.
Sure. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Okay, here, I'll just ask. Kerry wants to know if I can come to the 5 o'clock pictures with her and a few other friends, and her mum and big sister will be looking after us.
Oh, Lucy, I don't know.
Well, I'll go and ask Dad.
He's just gone to the office.
Well, I won't be late home, and it's picture Graham wants me to see anyway.
All right. But I'll take you over to Kerry's house so I can meet her mother.
You're terrific.
Thank you. Hi there, how's things?
Reasonable.
Only reasonable.
Well, Charlene's not talking to Scott because Jane passed the audition and Charlene didn't.
Charlene's not talking to Scott because...
Charlene's not talking to anybody.
She's cheesed off with the whole world.
Never mind. So Jane passed, that's great.
Yeah, I know. Old Mangle found out about Jane missing class for the audition. She's not real pleased.
Sometimes there's no reasoning with Mrs. Mangles of this world.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd better get home, get into the books. That's if I've got a home to go to.
Jim's not selling, is he?
I hope not. See ya.
See you later.
Hi, you want a coffee?
Nah. Wouldn't mind a roof over my head, though.
Oh, Shane. It's not gonna happen. going to fight this damn thing with everything we've got. Clive's carrying on like Che Guevara.
Good old Clive, eh? It's a bit like headbutting a brick wall, though.
Can't trust them, can you?
Friends. We're not all like Paul. Some of us you can trust.
Would you relax, Des, as a practical man? By now, he would have gone through all his facts and figures and realised that we're offering him the best deal in town.
You'd better be right. We've put a lot into this already, and I'm anxious to see some returns.
Is it your primary motive in life, is it? See the cash rolling in?
Oh, it's a diversion.
But occasionally there's a price.
Oh, not if you move fast enough. Mind you, that's not how idealists like your mate would have it. They want everything to be perfect, which it never is. Be a realist. Accept that there are flaws in everything and you'll go places.
Des, good to see you, mate.
Okay, mate.
All ready to do business?
Sorry. Daphne and I had a long talk and we've decided that we want to bring up a few kids in Ramsay Street.
Might find yourself a bit crowded after the first couple.
We'll extend.
Des, don't you understand that with the money that we're offering you, you could buy something twice the size next week?
You see, the thing you don't understand, Paul, is that we don't want to sell. We don't want to see Ramsay Street bulldozed.
Not much you can do about that, old son.
A few of us in this street are going to be fighting this so-called redevelopment. We don't care what it takes, we don't care what it costs. We can stop you. We will.
I don't believe this. All because Daphne's got some romantic notion about bringing up the kids in Ramsay Street.
What Daphne wants is important to me. If it's going to make her happy, it's much more important than a few lousy bucks. Anyway, that's my decision. And you're just going to have to accept it.
I'm not accepting anything. Fine, if it's a fight you want, you've got one.
Hard day at school, I take it.
No, it's just Charlene. She blames me because she didn't make it as a cheerleader.
That doesn't seem fair.
Oh, she's being fair. She's blaming everyone the same.
Oh, just give her a chance to simmer down. From what I've seen of Charlene, she bounces back pretty quickly. Hello, Helen. Hello.
Oh, I better get cracking with this in my room, I suppose.
How did your meeting with the council go?
Badly. All they could say was, as there were insufficient protests, the plans were approved, and there's very little we can do.
Red tape, once tangled, cannot be untangled.
We'll see. Where's Lucy? A cancellation came through for the dentist. I need to get her down there immediately.
No, I'm sorry, Helen. I said she could go to the pictures with some friends.
Oh, blast. Which picture? I'll have to go and get her.
I'm afraid I didn't ask.
Oh, Ruth.
But I spoke to Kerry's mother when I took Lucy over there. I checked they were going to be properly supervised. I didn't think there'd be any problem.
No. No problem at all.
Something on your mind?
No, not really.
Come on, out with it.
Well, I was just wondering what I'm going to do if you have to sell a house.
Mike, that's not going to happen. And even if it does, you'll come with us, you know that.
Really?
Idiot. What do you think?
Well, how's Paul's form? I used to think he was okay. This is going to cost him every friend he's ever had.
Uh-oh. Don't like the look of this.
Sorry, Dad. Tried my best.
You sold a house. How could you?
Did I say that I sold our house? Call me a sentimental fool, but I couldn't do it. Who needs money anyway?
Oh, Des, thank you!
So how did Paul take the knockback?
Well, he wasn't too pleased, mate.
I know they're your friends, Paul, and I know you'd like to give them more time, but we haven't got more time.
I just think it's a bit much to say to people, you've got 4 weeks to move out of your home that you've been living in for 20 years. God, I want to see this deal go ahead as much as you do.
Then I suggest these so-called friends of yours get their respective acts together.
Dad, good to see you.
received this at my office.
I take it you've revised your decision now that you've seen our further offer then.
That's not why I'm here.
Dad, it's a good offer.
Maybe. But what stinks is the threat that if I don't sell, my house will be surrounded by a sea of concrete.
We can't afford to let one house ruin the entire project. After all, we'll be stimulating growth in the area, providing jobs for people.
You already know that argument cuts no ice with me.
I think you're being a little short.
You stay out of this! And what stinks even more than this scheme is the fact that my own son's involved in it.
Nobody's breaking any laws. It's called free enterprise. Would have thought you'd respect that.
I respect a man's right to bring up his family wherever he chooses and not be harassed and bullied by a bunch of shysters whose only real motive is a quick buck. No, I don't respect this sort of carry-on, and I certainly don't respect you for your part in it. Excuse me.
Oh, Ruth, I tend not to use salt anymore.
Sorry, I'll remember that.
However, despite what council says, I refuse to believe that there's nothing I can do. Foot.
What did you have in mind? Lying down in front of the bulldozers?
If needs be.
I wish you luck. Not that it's going to do us much good at this stage. I'd better go and see if Auntie Madge needs some company. She's feeling pretty low.
I bet she is. I'm sorry no landscaping jobs have come through.
I'll survive.
Helen, I'm sorry about the confusion with Lucy.
Oh, Lucy won't be. She hates going to the dentist. She loves going to the movies. Oh, Ruth, don't take it to heart. You weren't to know about the dentist.
But if I hadn't interfered...
We were lucky to have a sitter. I know Jim was busy.
Seems the whole street's in chaos. Are you sure there's nothing I can do to help?
Just distract the family. The way I feel at the moment, if Paul walks through that door, I'm just as likely to hurl a frying pan at him. Well, a saucepan at least.
Did you say Mike was going to see Jane when he finished at the coffee shop?
I don't fancy his chances. Mrs. Mangle's probably got her well and truly grounded by now.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be out of order. Still, she did go behind her back.
Only because she knew she had Buckley's chance of getting permission. It's so unfair. And they should be allowed to experiment with different things. Find out what they want out of their lives.
Sure. But they've got to be able to take no for an answer.
Do you think we'll make good parents?
The best. And I'm going to make quite certain, straight off, the kids know who the boss is.
Oh, are you now?
Well, yeah. As soon as they're young enough to understand, I'm going to be pointing to you and saying, see that lady over there? She's our boss.
Well, at least you didn't come to blows.
No, but I told him precisely what I thought of his involvement in the scheme and the fact that I didn't think much of the sort of person he's becoming.
Well, be careful, Jim. Don't take what he's doing too personally. That's the mistake I made.
You sound like you're reconsidering.
Me? No way. This is my office now. And as long as that snake, Peter Smith, has so much influence over Paul, this is where I'm going to stay. He'd probably happily turn Home James into a courier service if he thought he could make an extra buck.
The trouble is the effect it's having on the family. I know Scott's upset, and Lucy.
Shane was here earlier. Apparently he said similar things to Paul.
Stole my thunder, did he?
I doubt anyone could do that. No, but it seems that Madge and Shane are fed up.
Well, since you are angry, let's talk about Lucy. What are we going to do about the dental appointment?
I rang the surgery and they're booked for 3 weeks.
I'm in the wrong business.
The worst of it is, Ruth took the blame. It was simply a misunderstanding.
You don't sound all that convinced.
Oh, Jim, it's just me. I've had control for so long, it's hard to just let go. I'm sure she means well.
Hey, Ruth.
Oh, Scott.
What's for dinner? I'm starving.
Oh, does that mean you've worked things out with Charlene?
Are you kidding? She's still not talking. Not to me, not to anyone. I'm hungry because I am depressed. Hey, maybe that's why those Buddhas were always fat. They were miserable.
Yes.
Oh, Ruth, I was going to help you with the washing.
No need. There wasn't very much.
Dinner looks great. What is it? Lamb casserole?
Yes.
I feel better already.
Great, thanks. Bye.
Being too damn soft with them. I reckon they're all holding out for more money.
Dad, it's quite that simple.
We're gonna have to give them a bit of a shove, mate.
Look, I don't really see what more we can do at this stage.
Well, you wouldn't. You haven't been in this position before. I have. It's something I know for a fact. You don't get anywhere by being nice to old friends.
That's not what you were saying before.
Because I figured that your knowing these people would make things different, but it hasn't. We're going to have to make up their minds for them.
Sure. How exactly?
There are ways.
Look, I'll go and see them individually. Talk to them. Reason with them.
Mate, these people you think of as friends are barely even speaking to you.
Yeah, well, maybe if I go and talk to them on my own, without you there, they just might listen to me.
Yeah, sure, and pigs might fly. Paul, we need these properties now, not sometime in the next 6 months.
Look, I know I can get Dad to change his mind, despite his little performance today.
Then do it.
G'day, Dad, it's Paul here.
What can I do for you? No, I have no intention of changing my mind. I'm amazed you could even ask. You're wasting your breath, Paul. I don't care what you think. The subject is closed. Yeah, me too.
Bad news?
That nitwit son of mine. I'm ashamed even to live in Ramsay Street at the moment, I can tell you.
Certainly seems like a hot potato.
Yes.
Jim, I wondered if we could discuss a few things.
Things?
About my place here, whether or not I'm treading on toes.
Hey, Dad, is it okay if I go next door to study with Charlene? Or maybe she might talk to me this time.
Well, okay, as long as you're back in time for dinner.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye. All seems a little chaotic.
Nonsense. We have certain rules in this house, and despite the border skirmishes and the pitched battles and the fact that none of us are very proud of Paul at the moment, a guest is a guest, and you're doing more than pull your weight around the place. You are a welcome addition to the family. And whether my son intends to sell the whole world out from underneath me or not, I'm still looking forward to my lamb casserole. Okay?
Okay.
Quite a speech.
I didn't know you were listening.
Sorry. Jim, forgive me if I speak out of turn. I do respect your privacy, but, could I ask how you feel about Ruth? How you really feel?
Helen, I don't think
Because
that...
from where I stand, I see two very compatible people. I mean, it's obvious that you like each other.
Yeah, but...
But you haven't had a chance to explore the relationship further.
I'm in no hurry.
Jim Robinson, I am your mother-in-law. Now, no one could replace Anne in my eyes, but if there's a chance, and I don't care how remote, that you can find happiness again, then I'd move heaven and earth to ensure it. And if I thought for one split second that I was in the way or hampering your prospects, I'd expect you to speak up.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. But your place is here, with us.
Well, that's very comforting, but I'd still like to know what your intentions are.
Oh, would you now?
Oh, be serious, Jim. It affects all of us. Scott, Lucy, even Paul. We all want you to be happy.
And you're afraid you might be cramping my style?
Would you tell us if we were?
Well...
Look, all I'm saying is don't let an opportunity slip through your fingers.
Much appreciated.
As long as we know where we stand.
I'll talk to him, he says. He's my father. I can make him change his mind.
I'll go and see him tonight.
Why don't you just face up to the fact that you have no influence over these people?
Maybe it's time we started looking at putting the access road somewhere else.
You're having me on.
Well, what the hell else can we do?
Mate, it may have escaped your notice, but we've already poured the best part of $500,000 into having it in Ramsay Street. You call yourself a businessman?
Okay, fine. You go and see them. You talk them into selling.
Oh, yeah, sure. They'd listen to me.
So, like I said, maybe we should look at putting it somewhere else.
There are other avenues of persuasion.
Look, we can't afford to up the ante any further if that's what you're talking about.
Nope. What I've got in mind wouldn't cost much at all. Say, the price of a family outing and a box of matches.
What do you say?
It's quite simple. You take them all out for the day, and when they get home, sadly, the house will burn to the ground.